Fresh Kid Z, Fresh Kid C,
Yes, sir.
Fresh Kid P, Fresh Kid T.
Oh yeah, we back.
Oh, and Zapoon, by the way.
Yeah, Jones.
Hey guys, what's up? It is day 264 and I'm making a video. Sorry I haven't taken a video in a little while. I was gone all last week and then I was just kind of lazy, but here we go. As you can see, I got a Vortec MP10 and I don't know if it's supposed to be loudish, but it gets kind of loud. I don't really know. I took it apart, I put it back together, I made sure it's not like rotating when it stops spinning and stuff, but made sure it's all lined up correctly. I don't know, it gets a little bit loud, but the way I have it, well, it doesn't get too loud because my tank, I can't really put the flow up too high, so, but it gets a little bit loud. I can sleep with it, but I would just like it to be a little quieter. If you guys have any tips on, other than centering it, opening it, and putting it back together, making sure everything was okay, any tips on what would make it, like here you can hear it a little bit. That's not really too loud, but I don't know if it's supposed to be that loud normally. I don't know. But anyways, I haven't taken the pumps out. I'm gonna move that one down. That one's off. Both of the other pumps are off right now. I'm gonna take that one and slide it down so it gets flow behind the more flow behind the rocks and everything. I don't think I really have a problem with it right now, but more flows the better. So I'll do that probably in a couple days, and then I'll take out the other pump, and I need to get a new thermometer. The suction cup sucks. No pun intended. And that core up there, I'm pretty sure it's dead. Didn't really care that much. It didn't ever really look that cool. But now maybe some zoanthids will spread over the rock and cover it and look pretty cool. So yeah, off to everything else. My frog spawn coral is still getting really big. The lights have only been on for about a half an hour, so nothing's really opened too much. But the frog spawn is doing really well, and yeah, I've been feeding them every now and then. I need to feed all my acans and that, and my candy cane. I haven't fed it for over a week since I was gone. But yeah, my frog spawn's doing really well. The torch coral is doing really well also. The torch coral really hasn't gotten that much bigger. I don't know, it seems like these two are kind of growing semi-slow, but they're still pretty big, and I don't really want them to get huge because that would be a little bit bad. My candy cane coral, on the other hand, seems like it's growing pretty well. It's getting pretty big. It's eating a good amount. There's some hermit crab exoskeletons. The acan, these two acans are kind of covered in sand because, as you can see, when it speeds up, it's bringing in some sand, which isn't bad, but I'll eventually. I blew it off yesterday, and then it got some more on it. But once the sand gets to where it should be, then there shouldn't be a problem with that anymore. Those zoanthids, they're spreading. They made a couple new babies. I don't know, I'm just leaving them there. It's not that big of a deal to me. The blueberry delight, I don't know if it's still alive. I think it's actually, it hasn't been open for a couple days, and it looks like it's starting to open up again now, which is good. And the tricolor looks like it's open right now. I don't really know. Everything looks like it's doing pretty well, other than the one SPS at the top. My green star polyps, those kind of like grow and die off. I don't know if the light is too bright, but it's still doing well in the back. It's still growing. It hasn't died off completely, so I'm not worrying about anything right now. I don't know if you can hear the pump right now, but it's only at 50%. It's making quite a bit of noise. Let's see. I haven't put that in a spot where I'm going to keep it yet. Alright, and my Montipora capricornis, I think it's growing pretty well. It looks like it's growing down a little bit, which it's not bad, but I'm glad it's growing now. It's starting to look really cool. I like it. All of those, you can tell the polyps have started to grow a bunch. There's a couple new polyps showing up everywhere. And the Kenya tree, it looks really good waving around in the flow. That one, it was closed up. I think it was going through a phase where it was all closed up and then it opens up. It's just starting to open up again. So that's good. Yeah. My zinnia, as you can see, it's doing really well also. It's getting pretty big. And it looks really good in the flow. I like it. There's my hermit crab that came with the tank. Long time ago. And those polyps, those ones look really cool. I don't really know if they're spreading too much right now, but actually it looks like they have a little bit in the back. You probably can't see it. It's kind of towards the top. It looks like it moved onto the rock, my rock actually. These, they're still only 3, so it's alright. They don't look the best, but they're pretty cool looking. This Favia, it's actually starting to grow on the epoxy that I put it on, which is cool. It's looking pretty good. The color is a little bit brownish, but in a couple months I'm going to change the light bulb to a good light bulb and maybe change the ballast, so then the colors will be a lot better looking and stuff. These pallies right here, they're spreading so fast. It is awesome. It came with 4 polyps, and I think it's like doubled already. I've had it for like 2 months, I think. So I'm really happy about that, because those are my favorite looking ones, and they're doing really well. Down here, my tube worm is back out. It looks like it's doing really well right there, and it's not getting sucked in the flow or anything. This acan, I'm going to have to move it. I'm going to have to lodge it in the sand a little bit better. But the heads, since I was gone for the week, they have exploded and they've grown really big. And there's a new little baby head popping out right there. But it's looking really good. I like it. Same with these ones. The heads have fully healed, and I think 1 might be popping up on this one. This one, on the other hand, it has, I think it's like 6 new heads on the front of it. Like tiny heads though. But I'm really excited for this one to grow, because it looks like it's growing really fast. And you can see a bunch of new heads growing on the back also. So that one looks like it's growing really fast. Those polyps, they're doing well. I don't really know what to say too much about it. That mushroom is doing well, I suppose, still going down the rock. Those other mushrooms doing the same thing. I should probably just I'll probably put a clipping of the zinnia and the Kenya tree over there, and then maybe we'll give it a little shade and maybe it'll do a little better. But they're not dying, so no worries. It's just, I think it's just too much light for them. There's my clowns. They're both doing really well. The polyps on that rock, they're spreading pretty well, and the other ones that I thought were dead a really long time ago are finally opened back up. The kryptonite candy cane coral is still doing alright. I don't know, it hasn't split or anything since I first got it. But, hey, whatever. You win some, you lose some. So, yeah, my clowns. It looks, I think, like over the past week they started to befriend each other again. And I'm pretty sure the black one is going to be the female. And hopefully they stay together. Hopefully they don't get divorced. And my 6-line wrasse. It's good as always. Checking out the camera, see what's up. And I haven't named any of my fish. If you have any suggestions for what I should name them, leave them in the comments below and I might pick them. I know I haven't named them. It's been a really long time, but I don't know any good names. Yeah, they're doing well. As you can see on the back glass, there's a bunch of coralline algae growing, but it's not really purple. It's more white, and it's actually growing because they did bleach out when I got the new lights and I lowered them and took off all the stuff. But now they're bleached out and growing white. I'm not saying it doesn't look bad, but I don't know, I just like to see more purple. And as you can see on the rocks, a whole bunch of brown coralline algae is growing. So hopefully the purple coralline eventually takes over, but the brown, it's not too bad. It's not as cool as the purple could look. But once the corals all cover it up, it's not going to be that big of a deal anyways. But of course that's going to be a really long time. But I have patience, and I'm going to have this tank for quite a while. Since it's almost a year, I suppose. Not really. It's like 2/3 of the way. So yeah, this is pretty much it for my video. Actually, I'll show you the sump real quick. I changed one of the light bulbs and it took one out. This is I think it's 125 watt. Or no, it's 100. I think it's 125 watt equivalent. It's like a 40 watt bulb or something, and it's 5,000 K, I think. And the algae, I'm pretty sure it likes it a lot better than the other lights I had. Also because it's a lot more powerful, and it has the reflector on it, so that reflects it and light down instead of like that one where it's just kind of spread out and only the tip is aiming down really. So my Chaetomorpha is doing a lot better. And oh yeah, I replaced the phosphate media. I don't know if I already got this on the video, but I was getting some hair algae, and then I replaced the phosphate media and my ChemiPure bag, which is down in the divider. And in a couple days, it was pretty much all gone, or it was clearing up, and then in about a week, all the algae was gone. And as you can see, there's no really hair algae on my sandbed anymore. It looks good. It's a little bit fuzzy right there, but nothing a few hermit crabs can't clean up. Doesn't look bad, and you can't really notice it too much. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, my tank. Ooh, and since the clowns are kind of hosting that, I wonder what they'll do when I move it down. Hopefully they don't still try to host it, because then they'll be behind a rock. But yeah, so that's it for day 264. Hopefully I'll get an update a little bit sooner than 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, however long. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Peas and carrots.